How do, everybody? After getting a little bit of feedback, asking questions about if we were going to cap the end of this so that it would not try and spread out like it did before, we're going to go ahead and put some sheathing up. So buckle up. Here we go. The farmer in
Liddell.
The farmer in
Liddell.
Hi ho, da dirty do, the farmer in
Liddell.
Okay, so after that redneckery, what we're doing is 8 feet in, 46.5 inches up, we can lay a sheet of plywood in there. And what that's going to do is make that triangle way more rigid so that this thing doesn't sink down and I don't have to put a ridge pole in the middle of that. It's never had one before, but we're going to make it better. Okay, so if we line this up on that line 46.5 inches up, we overlap these two straight edges far enough, they basically just extend, one extends the other to that corner. Just got to remember top of this one, bottom of the yellow one for our line. And then as far as they overlap, we'll come back in and retrace that in a minute. And you could do this with a chalk line. If you could magically hold both ends at the same time. I don't have that kind of skill set. So I'm gonna do it this way. And I think it'll be pretty much good enough. All right. That'll do. This is day 2 that I've got a dead battery. Okay, end of day. Charge batteries. We'll be right back. if I had a full sheet, that would have made 2, but we don't. So maybe we can use that at another point. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we've measured off from the point down there 8 feet to the end of the plywood, and then that center of the end, we're going to go 2 3/4 over, which is half the width of a 2x4. Mark right there. 2 3/4 back this way. Mark right here. Now I don't have to do math. I can just measure from this point to this point, this point to this point. This being a 90, that gives me my angle, long and short side. I will drop that on my head. Okay, so we have 33 1/2 and 31 3/4. Now if I had thought of bringing the 2x4 over here already, that'd been better. So we're gonna make our memory stick here. 30, crap. I think it was 33 1/2 and 31 3/4. We'll see. Probably an inch off on the long side. Nope. 33 1/2 and 31 3/4. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. When in doubt, bring more than one. Verify that that's a 90-degree cut. Usually they are, but you never know. Straight edge. That'd have been way gooder with a chop saw. Miter it. Yeah. All right. For the fact that this is all leaning this way, that sagging all over the place, we're going to call that good. Pretty much okay. All right, so we'll toenail it in. When the plywood's on, that'll work kind of like a gusset or a gang nail in a way. But before we get too jiggy, I think I'm going to put that post back up in the middle, and that way we can preload this thing up a little bit, nail it all off, and then when it settles back down, it won't settle as much because the posts were still leaning out some. So yeah. We'll get after it. Let's see how lucky I get tonight here. So far, so good. That should be pretty darn close. Okay. Now everybody hold your breath. Hopefully we can get this to happen without it falling over. We'll take another look at it down there. Yeah. I think what our problem is, the ladder's taller than this needs to be. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to put a screw for it to sit on, not be screwed in, but sit in on top of it. I don't know if that's going to work. The joys of working by yourself. All right. I'm going to let it hang down a wee tad, so that way the rain and stuff, water, will actually shed off of it instead of rotting this beam back out. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay guys, it's another day. I put up some more 2x4s. You didn't want to see that. That was that was a lot of shaky ladder work. My extension ladder is flimsy. Anyway, so we got a little bit more done. We're going to see if we can get this piece of plywood up there. It's going to go across the bottom, and then I'll have to put another one on top of it later on. But for right now, we're going to see if we can get it up on top of this. I don't know. would have been a great time to have screws with it. Oh yeah, shift. Okay, there's one. Let's see if we can go to the other side and get that gap out. I wanted to leave this hanging down a little bit, but I don't know. That looks like it's going to be up flush. Isn't that a pickle? Well, this isn't the finished siding. It's just basically something to add shear strength. So we might leave that gap a little bit down there. Come on. Maybe we'll split the difference. This is also the lowest point of this beam because it's going to sag some, despite all my efforts. So that'll go right there, but we got to put our studs up first. Studs, backing, whatever. More 2x4s. Be here in a second. I gotta get this plywood up. It's kind of precarious. Oh boy. Oh, come on. I do, everybody. We lost light last night, and then I went in for dinner and came back out, and well, we didn't get a whole lot done that night. But it's a new day, and I got rolling this morning and forgot to pick up the phone camera, and so now here's what you get. Went ahead and just threw on some old paint that we had, a bunch of stuff just mixed together, and that's the color we came up with. So we're gonna let that dry. We'll get another one, and we'll see what it turns out like. I'm not sure what color we're going to end up with. Maybe just stick with this, because eventually it'll probably end up going with some metal siding over it or something. In the meantime, Marissa offered to put some kind of painting on it, so we'll see, some little mural or something. I don't know, but one more project pretty much in the books.